Canon Ride by Charles Bukowski, Chapter 13. I got lucky the next day. They called my name. I was a different doctor. I stripped down, and he turned a hot white light on me and looked me over. I was sitting on the edge of the examination table. He said. I sat there. How long have you had this? A couple of years. It keeps getting worse and worse. Uh-huh. He kept looking. Now you just stretch out there on your stomach. I'll be right back. Some moments passed, and suddenly there were many people in the room. They were all doctors. At least they looked and talked like doctors. Where had and they come from? I had thought, and there were hardly any doctors at LA County General Hospital. Acne vulgaris, the worst case I've seen in all my years of practice. Fantastic, incredible. Look, look at the face, the neck. I just finished examining a young girl with acne vulgaris. Her back was covered. She cried. She told me, "How will I ever get a man? My back will, well, be scarred and forever. I want to kill myself." And now look at this fellow. If she could see him, she'd know that she really had nothing to complain about. You don't fuck. I thought, don't you realize that I can't hear what you're saying? How did a man get to be a doctor? Did they take anybody? Is he is he asleep? Why? He seems very calm. Now, I don't think he's asleep. Are you asleep, my boy? Yes. They keep moving the hot white light about on various parts of my body. Turn over. I turned over. Look, there's a lesion inside of his mouth. Well, how um, look, there's a lesion inside of his mouth. Um, well, how will we try it? The electric needle, I think. Yes, of course, the electric needle. And yes, the needle. It was decided. Chapter 31. The next day, I sat in the hall in my green Indian chair, waiting to be called. Across from me sat a man who had something wrong with his nose. It was very red and very round and very fat and long, and it was growing up even itself. And you could see where section had grown upon section. Something had irritated the man's nose, and it had just started growing. I looked at the nose, at the tried and no, not to look. I didn't want the man to see me looking. I knew, uh, how he felt, but the man seemed very comfortable. He was fat and sat there almost asleep. They called him first Mr. Slade. He moved forward a bit in his chair. Slade? Richard Slade? Yes, I'm here. He stood up and moved toward the doctor. How are you today, Mr. Flint? Fine, I'm all right. He followed and the doctor into the examination room. I got my call, and an hour later, I followed the doctor through some swimming doors and into another room. It was large, that examination room. I was told to this rope, and to sit on a table. The doctor looked at me. You really have a case there, haven't you? Yeah. He poked at a boil on my back. At her? Yeah. Well, he said, we're going to try to get some drainage. I heard him turn on the machinery. It made a rearing sound, a good smell of it getting hot. Ready? He asked. Yeah. He pushed the electric needle into my back. I was being drilled. The pain was immense. It filled the room. I felt the blood run down my back. Then he pulled the needle out. Now we're going to get another one, said the doctor. He jammed the needle into me. Then he pulled it out and jammed it into the other boil. Two other men had walked in and were standing there watching. They were probably doctors. The needle went into me again. I never saw anybody go under the needle like that, said one of the men. He gave to no sing at all, said the other man. Why don't you guys go out and pinch some nurse ass? I asked them. Look, son, you can talk to us like that. The needle dug into of me. I didn't answer. The boy is evidently very bitter. Yes, of course, that's it. The man walked out. Those are fine professional men, say my doctor. It's not good of you to abuse them. Just go ahead and dream. I told him. He did. The needle got my chest. Then I stretched out and he dried my neck and my face. A nurse came in and she got her instructions. Now, Miss Ackerman, I want these pustules thoroughly drained. And when you get to the blood, keep squeezing. I want drainage. Yes, Dr. Grundy. And afterwards, the ultraviolet ray machine. 2 minutes on each side to begin with. Yes, Dr. Grundy. I followed Miss Ackerman into another room. She told me to lay down on the table. She got a tissue and started on the first boy. Does this hurt? It's all right. You poor boy. Don't worry, I'm just sorry you have to do this. You poor boy. Miss Ackerman was the first person to give me any sympathy. It felt strange. She was a chubby little nurse in her early 30s. Are you going to school? She asked. No, they had to take me out. Miss Ackerman kept squeezing as she talked. What do you do all day? I just stay in bed. That's awful. No, it's nice. I like it. That's this hard. Go ahead. It's all right. What's so nice about laying in bed all day? I don't have to see anybody. You like that? Oh, yes. What do you do all day? Some of the day I listen to the radio. What do you listen to? Music and people talking. Do you think of girls? Sure, but that's out. You don't want to think that way. That way. I make charts or airplanes going overhead. They come over at the same time each day. I have them timed say that I know that one of them is going to pass over at 11 15 a.m. Around 11:10. I start listening for the sound of the motor. I try to hear the first sound. Sometimes I imagine uh, I hear it, and sometimes I'm not sure, and then I begin to hear it. But way off for sure, and the song gets stronger. Then at 11:15 a.m. it passes overhead, and the sound is loud as it's going to get. You do that every day? Not when I'm here.